Come on, Jenny, let's go.
We woke up on October 4th, packed our panniers, and set out from our accommodation in Avignon. It would be our last bicycle ride and a short one at that. We were headed for the train station and would be taking the train to Marseille. It was a Saturday morning, and as we bicycled through Avignon, we made our way through the last Saturday market we would see. Then we stopped by Les Halles, a famous food hall, and went to a very popular boulangerie.
But I didn't. But we have so much stuff.
The train from Avignon to Marseille was packed with passengers. It was difficult to get on the train with bikes, but we made it on. We are at our last hotel, right, Patrick?
We made it this far.
We've made it this far. This is incredible. We're in Marseille. I think it's a Novotel. It changed hands.
It says it's a Novotel.
But it also said
used
Holiday.
To be a Holiday Inn.
Okay. It's changed hands a lot. It's right across the street from the train station. So we just walked over here with our bikes. And it's got a bed, which is great. It's got a bathroom. I wonder if the lights work in here. I think the camera picks up a lot. So I think it's going to be just fine for a bathroom. And got a hot pot, so Patrick can make his coffee. We are now our whole focus changes. We got to find boxes for our bicycles. So that's what we're going to go do for the next few hours and see how this is going to work to get our bikes to the airport. We are going to go into this place and ask for cardboard boxes. Cargo Mass. Wish us luck. Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
Did we get a box in that store?
We did not get a box in that
All
store,
right.
but the man was very patient and very nice, and he explained that he recycles all of his boxes straight away.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. And that he said in the old town, I just don't know, is what he said. And he said there's some shop nearby that would normally be open on Sunday. Well, I said a lot of shops aren't open on Sunday or Monday. And he said, well, there's one that is, but they're organizing a cycling race and will probably be closed.
Okay.
So he led us to another one, which is, we checked and it's actually closed.
Okay. So let's look at our phones again and try to find something. We found this other place called Blad Mad Cycles. We thought we'd ask, but there's no door. I'm not sure. There's nothing that leads into the bicycle shop. Just a lot of graffiti. Where are we now?
We're in the metro in Marseille.
Why?
We're going to a larger bicycle store that we are hoping will have cardboard boxes.
Okay. It's a very packed station.
It is. It's very busy.
We will give this a try.
We will try.
All right. Here's another bicycle shop we're going to walk into after going through a very packed metro. The last place was holding bicycle boxes for people that had called ahead. Didn't have any for us. One more. Patrick, what happened in Velo Station?
Well, they were so nice. They were so sweet. They sold us 2 boxes for €5 each, €10 total. Gave us a bunch of packing material. And we now are a long way from the hotel and have to figure out how to get back to it.
We're actually going to try to go on the metro with these.
We've already purchased our metro tickets, so we're going to try it.
Okay.
Come on, Jenny. Let's go.
Long walk to the metro. We were so happy to have secured 2 bicycle boxes. We got them back to the hotel room and relaxed. We loved the view from our room. You could see the Mediterranean in the distance and apartment life up close. It was now time to get a well-earned dinner.
What do you got here, Patrick?
This is we're at the Lebanese restaurant with a plate. Syrian, sorry. And it's wonderful. Eggplant, hummus, labna, falafel, wonderful little salad. Nice stuff.
Nice. I got the same thing. Okay, we're in the hotel. They graciously let us use this little conference room. And we are taking apart the bikes to put them in the boxes. Just got the tire off.
With our bikes boxed, we had almost 2 days to explore Marseille. So after we looked at our view one more time, we decided, hey, we got to go down there and see the Mediterranean for ourselves. On our walk down to the old port, we stopped at an Italian restaurant called Splendido for lunch.
Patrick, where are we?
We're at Splendido in Marseille on a Sunday. Big
It's a
Sunday.
Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
All these families are here.
Yes.
We've got pizza and pasta. It's a beautiful restaurant with a lot of decorations and cocktails.
The old port was quiet that day. There was a strong wind, so all the boats were docked. Had the winds been calm, we could have caught a ferry out to an island or another close by town. The following day, we went back to the area of the old port and walked along the walls of the Fort St. Jean and had excellent views of the port and Mediterranean. The waters must have been calm because ferries were headed out of the port.
How's the day going?
Good, we're in Marseille. It's our last day. We've taken a flight home tomorrow. We're just kind of reflecting on our trip.
What have we seen this morning?
We just went through a neighborhood, saw a lot of graffiti, a lot of old homes, you know.
Do you remember the name of the neighborhood?
We'll all pronounce it incorrectly, but it was like La Panier.
Something like that.
Is everywhere. Graffiti here, graffiti there. You just can't get away from it. Every single step has to have graffiti. Got to the top of the stairs and more graffiti.
Le Panier is one of the oldest areas of Marseille, founded by Greek settlers. It had steep, narrow streets with lots of street art on the walls of the buildings. It was time to walk back to the hotel and pack our bags for our return flight home. On our way back through the narrow streets full of apartments and stores, we began hearing distressed screaming and looked up to see a fire in one of the apartments.
Okay, going to help.
Down below, some men had tapped into water pipes and began spraying the stairwell where the fire had broken out. They saved the lives of the 4 people trapped inside. The street in front of the burning building had been taken apart and had workers working on it. However, this made it impossible for the fire trucks to get to the fire. The next day, we read that eventually 10 fire trucks and 26 firefighters had finally responded and gotten to the burning building. Patrick and I were visibly shaken up from what we had witnessed, not knowing until the following day that the people inside had been rescued. We continued our walk back to the hotel only to encounter the police blocking the streets. They seemed to be carrying out some kind of operation. This only made us more distressed. We had to find another way back to the hotel. This was not the first time we had seen the police in the neighborhood. We had seen them the previous day on their motorcycles. That evening, we stayed close to the hotel, just crossing the street to hang out on the beautiful steps leading up to the train station. We then spotted some parakeets living in the trees around the station. They were attracted to the palm trees and eating something in them. Patrick and I went back to the hotel to watch the sunset from our room. At 4 a.m., we had a taxi coming to pick us up and our 2 bicycle boxes for a 6 a.m. flight back to the United States.
Where do we go?
Looking for it, Air France.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got the bikes here. Let's see how it goes trying to check them. Okay.
Successfully checked our bicycles and had a smooth flight home. We had a wonderful trip and memories to last a lifetime.